And don't let the high fashion fool you.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. We've got Holiday. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot. Now here is Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots it. Shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, where we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lopez kicks to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Durant up top, guarded by Tucker. Comes up empty down low. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside Holiday. No good on the 3. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Tucker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Tucker does not shy away from contact. As a matter of fact, he embraces it and looks for it. Plays with a lot of force.
That one is no good. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Back to Brown. Durant with a wide open look. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
2 points. That one goes.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside, KD. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
He is one of the longer wings in the game. Durant knows a thing or two about drawing foul.
It's his first trip to the line. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. That's to DiVincenzo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness. Outside
Irving. Stolen by Holiday. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Now, here's Irving. The 8-footer. On the wing, Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the line. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Now, here's Tucker. He's tightly guarded. And Lopez throws it down.
The big fella with the big finish. Lopez rocking that rim.
1:15 left in the first quarter. Here's Katie. And it goes down 2 points.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pass to DiVincenzo. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
KD passes to Harris. Back to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. All sorts of time. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Lopez inside. KD's on him. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Brown finds Durant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. KD's got 7.
When you've got the kind of game and shot Durant has, you don't lack for confidence. He is ready to catch and fire whenever he gets the opportunity.
Here's Holiday. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Green, Harden out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. Connaughton passes to Portis. That's tipped. Now, here is Harden. Not a lot of room. Good on the bucket. Harden's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nets.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
A nice shot by Teague.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Harden. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Harden inside the three-point line. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Here's Middleton following the bucket by the Nets. Connaughton passes to Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Milwaukee.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Bucks leading by 9. Holiday finds Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to KD. 1:33 left in the first half. Releases off the left rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the bucket by the Bucks. KD, that's for 2. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Milwaukee now. A big stretch here going 10-2. Shots good by Middleton.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside Irving. Lets it go from 14. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Holiday up top, covered by Irving. Giannis drives in, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the rejection by Giannis.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
That's his first personal foul. In for the Bucks.
A 3 off the inbound, and Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Tucker. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
KD dishes to Irving. Puts up a 3. Durant, and Durant is right there. Durant's got 9.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. They scorched the hardwood with an... And that does it for our halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Tucker, Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Nets trail by 14. Harden the pass to Griffin. To the middle, here's Claxton. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
DiVincenzo against Harden, and that one is stuffed right through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Harden inside the three-point line. 6 to shoot. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Tucker.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Lopez. No good there. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Griffin kicks to Green. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the miss by Harden. Bucks leading by 12. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Giannis. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for P.J. Tucker. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. They get the rebound. The kick out to Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots, drills the three-pointer. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Here's Forbes. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Brown finds Harris. On the wing, Irving. Over Middleton. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Irving's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. Giannis dishes to Forbes. Goes up at the stripe. Good on the jump shot. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And, you know, in that mid-range area, that in-between area, Forbes is a hard cover because when he gets a little room, he's really dead.
Irving can't get it to go.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Giannis kicks to Portis. Back to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo against Durant. Back to Irving. Durant in the corner. Free throw line jump shot. Irving can't get it to go. It could go, and the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Excellent coverage from Durant, able to guard multiple positions due to his size, athleticism, and length.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here. with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Brown in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
Pass to Durant. Dishes to Brown. Back to Durant. He feeds it to Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Teague, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Portis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Down by 15. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Durant.
His IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Outside Teague. And Jordan sends it back. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Irving passes to KD. Irving looking for an opening. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Lays it up off the glass. And that's 10 points for Bobby Portis.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Irving kicks to Durant. Here's the three. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 12. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Inside, out to Harris. Over Teague. Harris misses.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Antetokounmpo finds Teague. Middleton for three. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one. Irving against Teague. Brown the pass to Durant. He dishes it to Irving. Back to KD. And there's the pass to Brown. Irving against Teague. Nobody near Irving. They get it back. Out to Harris. In the corner, Irving with it. Over Teague. Back to Harris. Shoots the three. On the wing, Brown. From deep three-point range, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Brown.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hands.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bucks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker. Here's Connaughton. Middleton outside. From deep.
Jordan with the rebound. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. The kick out to Brown. Here's Irving, and it's good from the elbow.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Trae Young. Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Home in the paint. They get it back. No good from Irving.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Collins finds Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Durant. Shoots from the elbow. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
And he makes that one.
Well, that could have easily been an N1. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
Young against Harden. And Young kicks to Capella. And Young, here we go. Poked loose. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner. Harden. Nets passing it around. On the wing, Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Capella inside, guarded by Jordan, and that one drops for him.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D. And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end. Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Here's Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up, and the basket by Harden.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Young. Here's Collins. The kick out to Young. And it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn leading by 3, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Kevin Durant.
Come get it, come get it.
Williams against Harden. Passes it to Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Hunter. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Williams against Irving. Okongwu. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Irving. Harris outside. Irving kicks to Harris. No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 4. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Herter, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
I feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dunn's checked in. Here's Herter. Dunn passes to Gallinari.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of who.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Green, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. It's tipped. And here's Gallinari. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Nice to see Gallo with a head of steam, and he throws down the hammer jam.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Irving finds Brown. The high post shot. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. And that's going to be a travel. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Young's checked in for the Hawks. And the basket by Harden.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Young against Harden. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Young outside. The pass to Okongwu. Just 5 on the clock. Banked in off the glass. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Harden dishes to Durant. Harris kicks to Durant. And here's Harden for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Atlanta will come the other way. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Throws it up high. Herter passes to Hunter. And foul on, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jordan with the bucket.
DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Pass to Hunter. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. And another shot. And he could not get that one to go. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we could start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
The Hawks working the ball around. Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving with a clean look. And the shot is long.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
On the inside, Williams knows exactly what to challenge and who to challenge to get to the free throw line.
He's checked in for Tony Snell.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Johnson kicks to Green. Irving against Williams. A 3-ball. Again, Irving missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Now Irving. Over Williams. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted a share of critics. And that's a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nets leading by 5. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. We've got Williams. Bogdanovich is out there with John Collins. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center position. Shots good by Durant.
And Kevin Durant, simply one of the game's greatest scorers of all time.
Young with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the paint. Stolen by Harden. On its way from Irving for 2. Outside, KD. Harden with it. Williams picks him up. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. Jordan kicks to Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Releases from 15. Young's shot is off. Nets leading by 7. Harris finds Harden. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight. But he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Unloads from 9. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Young outside. And it's good for 2.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Young passes to Williams, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Tony Snell's checked in for Williams. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Young.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the Hawks making a change here. Dunn's checked in. It's stolen by Brown. All alone. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Irving from long range. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. And on the way from Irving for 3.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Huerter's pass leads to an open look.
Outside Irving. Overdone. Again, the Nets for 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Gallinari. Yep, it counts. Gallinari's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gallinari gathers his rhythm. He simply rises up and nails the interior shot.
Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Griffin against Dunn. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Green. In the corner, Irving with it. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. Again, the Nets for 2.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Harden scanning the floor. Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound, Nets. Durant wide open, he fires. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Young outside. Here's Snell. Capella trying to free himself up. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Snell. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now, here is Young. Down low. Here's Capella. The teardrop falls in.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Nets leading by 10. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Harris outside. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Harden against Young. Harden's shot is good.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Young against Harden. And Young, here we go. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Harden outside. And it's in there. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Bogdanovich finds Young. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Landry Shamet. Lou Williams is checked in for Atlanta. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Harden dishes to Irving. Harden the pass to Irving. From deep. Out to Harris. Nets passing it around. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside, KD. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Over Williams. Again, the miss by Harden. The Hawks trail by 10. Collins with it. Guarded now by Durant. Collins passes to Capella. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
John Collins having no problem that time playing through the contact.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Nets leading by 7. Irving looking over the floor. And stolen by Bogdanovich.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise. The big man coming through. Collins delivering. That's the big fella.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On the wing, Harris. Harden gets to Durant. Irving from long range. Atlanta with the rebound.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Snell. Harden with the defensive effort. Durant against Capella. No good from Durant. Bogdanovich left side. Good work defensively by Harden. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
We're the land of the free.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. GA.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the 3. And for the Nets, Luwawu is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4 spot. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, just do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And the Nets with possession here. 76ers getting the bucket. It's Durant with the drive. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Thibault finds Milton. Harris outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Oh, when Harris is down deep, he is exceptional at being physical. Really puts defenders in a tough spot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Irving looking over the floor. Durant kicks to Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 points so far.
See right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from 3. Must be accounted for at all times.
Milton with it. Back to Simmons. To the inside. Pass to Milton. The 9-foot shot. Here's Embiid. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive end. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Irving passes to Llewellyn. Back to Irving. Takes it off the glass. He's got 7.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here is Harris. Milton kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Irving finds Jordan. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Harris. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
1:51 left to play here in the first. Jordan the pass to Durant. Tries yet again. It doesn't go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Jill. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
The 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And slam dunk by Harris.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Irving. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Irving's got 9. Simmons passes to Milton. Back to Simmons. And that one is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Irving. They grab their own miss. And the shot goes down.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's Simmons. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Just a little too amped up here early. 2 fouls on him already. That's going to affect his playing time.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Harris. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons.
The ability of Harden to shift gears, exceptional. He can turn on the Jets off the bounce.
Harden against Hill.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Here's Green. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit the coaches. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
We've got Green. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the four-man position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. A guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
From 17 feet out, that one a little long.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Simmons passes to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And this is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Puts it up from 17. That shot is off.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while. And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Luwawu is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Brown in for Irving. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between there.
Brown outside. Kicks it out to Harden. And the Nets, another three.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The feed now to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here is Harden, and that one, good.
It's not an easy job to guard Harden. It's made even harder when his mid-range game is working.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Tolliver. No good on that one. Great D that time from Green. Griffin kicks to Harden.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Here's Curry. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Harden for three. Another miss by Harden.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Curry passes to Maxey. The pass to Howard. Great D that time from Griffin.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And the basket is good.
And not everyone remembers Harden was a good passer in college. But he's refined his game, and now he's become one of the league's best.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky
he was off.
Outside for Simmons. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
Here's Irving on the money from 12 feet away. He's got 11.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Got that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Ben Simmons.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Irving with it. Now defended by Embiid. Yes, that goes in. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Got to know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter. But then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to KD. To the middle. Harris dishes to Jordan. Over Harris. And that one released in time, but no good. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the... And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. Harris inside, covered by Irving. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Harris.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Outside Irving. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. A 2-point game. Passes it to Simmons. It's good. This game is all even. 14 points for Ben Simmons.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Irving against Simmons. Irving, good.
I admire the confidence of Irving, always on the attack, superb at penetrating towards the rim.
Simmons against KD. And there's the call on Durant. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Simmons. Harris looking it over. Pass to Thibault. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the lead. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Ahead. On kicks to Shamet. And stolen by Thibault. Here we go. 1-on-1. Harris with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively.
Oh, well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Al Harden. 9 points in the game so far. That one misses. Hill with some nice D. Here's Thibault. Plays it up and banks it in.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid. I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Green finds Harden. Now, here's Howard, and the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Maxey.
He's decent at defending the basket. The key for Griffin is remaining engaged and active on this end.
Shamet. Here's Green, and it's sent back by Howard. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Brown. Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's Curry outside. A rebound by the Nets.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Curry against Harden. Green. Kicks it out to Harden. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Curry, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And that one, good.
Just a gorgeous-looking J from Harden, really sticking it to the D.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Maxey passes to Curry. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's Harden with the drive. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Landry Shamet. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Now, here's Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here is Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Harden the pass to Irving. Got it off in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Landry Shamet. He's out there with Irving. Jordan is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Tolliver. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Shamet. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Shamet's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here is Tolliver. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Landry Shamet. Outside Irving. They now take the lead.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
Now, here's Maxey to the left side wing. And stolen by Irving. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got his first basket.
And Durant has such poise when he drives. You can bump him, throw him off balance, but he'll still find a way to finish.
Here's Maxey. Howard trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Maxey. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They lead by 1. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Here's Maxey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Luau. 76ers getting the bucket. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Count the bucket. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to...
Whoa! What a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Becoming more and more of a leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots in big possession.
Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, Durant wanted the ball in that situation, and he got it. Great killer instinct shown from him, and he gives his team a huge score.
The Nets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And the basket by Harden.
Oh, man, there's no denying that Harden nails these shots all the time. Love how he just takes over these possessions.
Here's Simmons. No good on the shot. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Pushing it up. Harden's shot is good.
He's led the league in scoring for multiple seasons. The bearded one puts tremendous pressure on the defense.
And it's Simmons penetrating. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin comes in for Jordan. And Irving subbed in for Luau Cabarrot.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Harden dishes to Griffin. Back to Harden. Over Simmons. Again, the miss by Harden. 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
It's in!
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
Curry with it. From deep. Kept alive. It counts.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Irving against Kurt. Irving passes to Katie. Yes!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And Simmons slams it in.
Remarkable, the poise of the young guard Simmons. He knows it's his responsibility to come through in tight spots.
And so it's Brooklyn who's all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Players' final few moments to prepare for the short rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the next starting five, we've got Tyler Johnson. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of this game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Now, here is Irving. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin. You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Now here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Irving passes to Johnson. Back to Irving. Pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Irving finds Jordan. Back to Irving. Another miss by Irving. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Here's Johnson after Drew Holiday's score. And here's Irving. No good that time. Good D by Holiday. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can GA take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Offensive rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
In the corner, it's Harris. And Irving launches it from deep. And too long on the shot. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Outside Durant. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. Green comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Giannis has got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Durant, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
1:07 left to play in the first. Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Johnson, still looking for his first bucket in this one. The drive by KD. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
KD against Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's KD following the bucket by the Bucks. The kick out to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Tries again. Left side, Harris. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Green, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Nwora, defended by Griffin. Nwora can't get it to go. Nets trail by 6. Harden up top. He's got 5. Knocks down the 10-footer. Harden's got 7 points.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Teague against Harden. Pass to Connaughton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Harden dishes to Brown. Count that one.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Aston Nwora. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Irving subbed in for James Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Left side, Brown. Here's Irving. No good on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Here's Nwora. And the pass to Tucker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Puts it up from 15. And Middleton kicks to Forbes. To the inside. Lopez passes to Middleton. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Well, the balance that Brook Lopez has on these kinds of finishes is really admirable. He doesn't allow the defense to alter his shot.
Holiday against Irving. Left side, Griffin. Irving against Howard. And he gets it to go.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Middleton is doubled. Lopez with the ball. That one good for 2. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, love watching Brook Lopez go to work. Superb at playing to his strengths down on the box.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Lopez has got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
Here's Irving. Griffin kicks to Irving. Over Holiday. Another miss by Irving.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
A shot by Middleton. Wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. Outside Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 4... And that's a wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Milwaukee with the ball. Middleton finds DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Harden. Pushing it up. Jordan dishes to KD. Jordan the pass to Harden. From outside off the mark. Bucks leading by 9. Now DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Shamet the pass to Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. On the wing, Harden. Inside. Jordan kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Luwawu. Tyler Johnson comes in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Passes it to KD. Jacks up a 3. Green passes to Johnson. KD against Giannis. And then Durant with the jam.
Kevin Durant makes that dunk look easy. He's so big, you can't do anything about it.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Portis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Durant.
Boy, what a pretty move. And that's Kevin Durant's forte, right? This guy can find scoring opportunities anywhere.
Irving against Teague. Lays it up and banks it in. Teague's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Back to Irving. Down low, stolen by Tucker. One-on-one fast break. Johnson with the block.
You can see Tyler Johnson with that vertical has the ability to send it back.
Moron, that's good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The pass to KD. Feeds it to Johnson. Back to Durant. Basket, good.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
Teague with the ball. Outside Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Irving looking over the floor. He kicks it to Johnson. Outside Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving finds Durant. Looking to get back on track here. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
To the wing on the left. Here's Norrell. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 15. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Green. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. Here's Connaughton. Green with the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Down by 15. Griffin passes to Green. Back to Griffin. Harden up top, guarded by Holiday. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Brown.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. And Brown over to help. And to Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Brown drives in. In the corner, Harden. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Yep, that one goes in there. Griffin's got his first points of the game.
Just so well coordinated there. Great hands, and then Griffin's such a good finisher out of that pick and roll.
Giannis outside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Brown outside. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Unloads from 13. Harden missing again. Milwaukee leading by 15. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Harden dishes to Brown. Back to Harden.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Holiday, no one around him. Misses the three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing. Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Kicks it out to Harden. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. And Giannis throws it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Pass to Griffin. Harden against Holiday. Lopez with the block. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
He gets that one. And the Bucks lead by 19.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Now, here is Irving. Clock at 4. Lays it up off the glass.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Irving. It's off. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be...
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. So the Nets starting five. They've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Johnson, and it's Irving at the point guard position. And for Atlanta, Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Collins in at the power forward. Now, here's Capella. Collins passes to Capella. Back to Collins. Clock at 6. Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's running. And there it is for him. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his first foul. Young against Irving. 6 to shoot. Irving against Young. A 3 from Bogdanovich. That one's not going to go. Johnson with the defensive effort. To the paint, Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Now, here is Young. Out to the right wing. Here's Snell, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Irving against Young. Pulls up, high post. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Capella trying to free himself up. Chalk up 2 there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is Irving. Over Young. Irving misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Young with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Young inside. Johnson's there. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Now Kevin Durant over Bogdanovich. No good from Durant.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
A nice shot by Young.
You know, when you watch Trae Young, he sort of glides around the floor. Then he can stop on a dime.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the basket by Trae Young. Jordan trying to free himself up. Irving, good. Irving's got 6. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Young with the ball. Pass to Capella. Bogdanovich against Johnson. Here's Capella. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. 50 seconds left in the first. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
Passes to Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Capella. Can't hit that one. Durant with some nice D. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. It's good. He's got 8.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here is Williams. Dishes it to Capella. And Williams, here we go. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
A good. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. On out there with Johnson. Then there's Griffin, and it's Green, and it's Claxton in at the power forward position. James Harden, he's checked in for Tyler Johnson. Williams passes to Herter. Now here's Williams. Here's Okongwu. Nice move. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Williams.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. To the middle. Here's Griffin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Griffin's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Nets. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And the Hawks making a change here. Dunn's checked in. It's stolen by Brown. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Here is Harden after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Now Hunter. No points in the game yet for him. And Okongwu slams it in.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
On against Harden. Good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Dunn. Now the pass to Okongwu. Here's Herter, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and Okongwu slams it in.
Nice look from Kevin, intelligent and unselfish.
Harden against Dunn. Claxton kicks it out to Harden. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So for the Hawks, Collins comes in for Gallinari. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herter. And then for Brooklyn, Harris is checked in for Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Kyrie scores so easily. He could lead this league in scoring one day.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Hunter with it. Harris is there. And that one's good. Hunter. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. Williams, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Johnson in for Brown.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving for the finish. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The Hawks trail by 6. 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Young finds Collins. Back to Young. Collins passes to Young. 4 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Irving for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Ben. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points, 2 steals. And that should do.
Money always
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Tony Snell is out there with John Collins. And it's Young, then it's Clint Capella, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 guard. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Snell. Capella with it. He's picked up by KD. Bogdanovich wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harden outside. Feeds it to Jordan. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Harden against Young. Pass to Gallinari. Young inside. And stolen by Jordan. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Inside, Capella. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Durant kicks to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Kevin Durant good for 3. And it's an 8-point Nets lead.
You better start picking him up at half court. KD is that kind of shooter.
Passes it to Capella. Gallinari outside. It's stolen by Johnson. It's Harden with the drive. It's deflected. Johnson dishes to Harden. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Tyler Johnson. That's tipped, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And the Nets making a change here. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And here's Young, following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Capella. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Here's Irving, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Bogdanovich passes to Young, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
People worried about Trae Young's size entering the league. Could he stand the punishment? He has answered that question.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Williams in for Bogdanovich.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here is Williams, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dunn, he's checked in for Trae Young. Brooklyn leading by 8. Outside Irving. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Dunn. The kick out to Williams. Back to Dunn. Over in the corner, Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 6 points.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Here's Irving. Green passes to Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 17 points in the game.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Dunn looking over the floor. He kicks it to Hunter. Here's the lob to the hoop. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green with the ball. Williams picks him up. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown. Now here's Durant. He's got 11. Good on the shot.
Using in a pick and roll, the 6'10 guy is setting the screen. Not KD, though.
Done outside. It's Williams with the drive. Griffin with the steal. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So it's the Hawks now, trailing here by 8. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hawks.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And good that time.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Okongwu kicks to Hunter. There's the pass to Young. And contact on the shots. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nets leading by 10. The 3 from Harden. Okongwu grabs the board.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
Kicks it to Hunter. He feeds it to Okongwu. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving against Young. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. He lobs it up, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Offensively, DeAndre Hunter is very versatile. He can play a number of roles for you.
Here's Irving. Count that bucket. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Young passes to Herter. Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And stolen by Jordan. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Tyler Johnson comes in for James Harden. Irving finds Johnson. The 11-footer. They kick it out to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Offensive rebound. Harris outside. On the wing, Irving. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
A man of many moves. Kyrie's showing us a little of everything tonight.
Young with the ball. Pass to Hunter. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having the guards the three-point line.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Green, and James Harden subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Here's Irving. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 18 points just in the second half.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nets.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From deep, Harden. Irving finds Griffin. And here's Harden for three. Fernando pulls it in. Here's Snell. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Harden. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A solid win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. coming right up. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on... And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives. Hello, basketball fans. You've got... And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now here's Simmons following the miss by Kyrie Irving. He can't get it to go. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, Harden is so good at finishing these and ones. I mean, he is just a thorn in the D side.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He can end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now here's Jordan. Back to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Pass break, Philadelphia. Here's Thibault. Good D by Irving.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. It's Harden with the drive, and that one is good.
The bearded one's mid-range jump shot, money. I mean, he has a great feel for when to shoot.
Simmons inside. KD's on him. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Simmons.
And what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden surveying the D. Pass to KD. Shoots from the elbow, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Simmons passes to Embiid. And here now is Thibault. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Harden against Simmons. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, what a beautiful block.
Intensity, did you see that? Great. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control in this game.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Outside for Curry. Lobbed up there for Howard.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Nets trail by 11. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving way outside. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Curry. Howard against Griffin. Shot from 6. Howard misses. Griffin looking it over. And the shot goes in.
That's just freakish athleticism by Griffin, carving into the defense with such ease and precision.
And so it's Ben Simmons making a... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Hill. Green is out there with Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Korkmaz at the 3. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now, here is Hill. Back to Green. Lobbed up there for Howard. Harden grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Harden against Hill. Pass to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. A three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defense.
And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Harden up top. He's guarded by Hill. Harden's shot is good.
Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
Hill finds Curry. Now Howard. Back to Curry. Shoots over Brown. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Harden against Hill. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from James Harden.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now here is Hill. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And taking what the defense gives him. I mean, that time Hill got right to the rim.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Hill up top, guarded by Harden. Howard, it's deflected. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball, and Harden with the stuff.
Ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
Right side, Green. To the inside. That shot off. Good D by Harden. Nets trail by 3. Brown the pass to Claxton. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Outside, Green. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And they take the lead. Green's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Hill has the open look. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Here's Claxton. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And not everyone remembers. Harden was a good passer in college. But he's refined his game, and now he's become one of the league's best.
Hill dishes to Green. It's back to Hill. Bobbed up there for Howard. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here's Harden. 15 points in the game. Here's Green. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Philadelphia has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Here's Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
With 1 on the clock, and Simmons with the lay-in. Simmons got 14 points for the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points. And that'll...
Pull it back, Kobe. Rest in peace to the Mamba and Baby
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 2. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Now, here is Irving, defended by Milton. And that one's good, Irving.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's stolen by Harris. Outside Jordan. Down low. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Maxey's checked in for Shake Milton. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. A rebound by the Nets. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in, and the shot is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And they double up Simmons. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Moving it up. Durant kicks to Johnson. Shoots over Embiid. They get it again. Outside for Durant. Back to Jordan. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Jordan's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Looking to end the run, and Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's Johnson penetrating. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Johnson. And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard's checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Simmons. Then for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. And it's blocked by Brown. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Curry passes to Green. The dish to Howard. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
Irving with a clean look drains the three-pointer. Irving's got 10 points in the quarter.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure what this guy was in the first half.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. And it's Hill in for Seth Curry. And the Nets also making a change. James Harden, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
It's near impossible trying to match up with Howard's muscle. He makes scoring look easy, even though it's tough contact.
Johnson dishes to Harden. Floats one, and it's sent back by Howard. And foul called. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And guys, I love George Hill's game. He's a smart defender who can score the ball, pass. He's a winner.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Harris. And it's Green in for Hill. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brooklyn.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed. And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here is Tolliver, guarded by Harden. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here is Howard. 12 points for him. Milton's shot is good. Here's Shaman. Now here's Harden. 15 points in the game. 27 seconds left to play here in the third.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Axie passes to Milton. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now Harden.
He's led the league in scoring for multiple seasons. The bearded one puts tremendous pressure on the defense.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And KD the bucket on the assist by Harden.
I mean, there's just no answer for Durant inside. It looks like you should be able to body him up, and you can forget about that.
Outside, Simmons. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Harris inside, defended by Thibault, and he lays it straight in. And the Nets lead by 5.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Embiid, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as much as 10. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the dunk by Embiid.
I love how Embiid ran the floor there. I mean, he found his spot and finished strong.
Harden outside. Out to Harris. KD on the wing. Guarded by Harris. And the rejection by Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And all that Embiid needs really is positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you know he's dunking.
The Nets with the lead. Harden with it. Jordan high post. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Irving's checked in for Jeff Green.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Durant down low. Harris is there. Griffin finds KD. Shot clock at 6. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Harris. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of the game.
Johnson dishes to KD. They need this. That shot off. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Harris. A rebound by Johnson. Nets trail by 3. Outside Griffin. Johnson, the pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Showing why he's considered a leader. Griffin wants to be the guy taking these important shots.
Simmons against Durant. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Bona fide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 3. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up.
I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. And James Harden subbed in for Tyler Johnson. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Durant wanted the ball in that situation, and he got it. Great killer instinct shown from him, and he gives his team a huge score.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. From 11 feet away. 26 seconds left in the game. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. That was a fun night of basketball.